My name is Monica, and today we are going to talk about quantifiers. So, in first place, what is a quantifier? A quantifier is a word or phrase which is used before a noun to indicate the amount or a quantity. Some examples of quantifiers are the following: some, many, a lot of, and a few. But let's make it clear. To know which quantifier to use, it is important to determine if the noun that we are describing a quantity for is whether a countable noun or an uncountable noun. Later we are going to go deeper on this matter, but let's check the examples about countable and uncountable nouns. So, dollars are countable, but the money, we cannot count the concept of money. It's not countable, the concept of money at itself. A suitcase is a countable noun. We can count the suitcase, but we cannot count the luggage. A table is a countable noun. The furniture is not a countable noun. The batteries are countable nouns, but of course electricity is not a countable noun. The same happens with a bottle, which is a countable noun, and wine. We cannot count wine. So it's impossible to count wine because it's liquid. So let's now get into the matter. So countable nouns are easy to recognize. They are things that we can count. They have a singular and plural form. We can say a tree, or we can count the trees. They are countable: 2 trees, 4 trees, 5 trees, 1 flower, 2 flowers. Also, we can use a singular or a plural verb to talk about countable nouns. For example, the book is old. The books are old. We can count books. We use a, an, or a number, any number in front of a countable noun. For example, an apple, a school, 1 picture, 2 pictures, 3 pictures. Normally, pay attention, normally we add an s or an es to make a countable noun. So, 1 horse, in order to make a countable noun, a plural countable noun, we add 2 horses. At the end of the word, we have an E and an S. 1 apple, 4 apples. So we have here the ES at the end in order to make a countable noun plural. When a countable noun is singular, we must use words like a, an, they, my, this, within it. I want an orange. It is not correct to say no, I want orange. No. Where is my bottle? When a countable noun is plural, we can use it alone. I like oranges. Bottles can break. People, the concept of people is countable. People is the plural of person. There is 1 person here. There are 3 people here. And uncountable nouns are substances, concepts that cannot divide into separate elements. We cannot count them. They have only 1 form that is not plural. We cannot say butters, we say butter. We didn't say rice or sugars. No, it's not correct. We said sugar is free, so it always have a singular. It always use a singular verb, which is sugar is sweet, and we cannot use a, an, or a number before them because we cannot, like, it's impossible to count the rice, like to count the water because it's liquid. I mean, it's like basically impossible. We cannot count them. For example, we cannot count milk because it is also a liquid. We But we can count, for example, bottles of milk or liters of milk. But the milk itself is impossible to be counted. Normally, we do not use a, and, one, two with uncountable nouns. Instead, we use expressions such as a glass of water, a piece of music. So, please be careful. Uncountable nouns are often abstract ideas such as love, which cannot be counted, freedom, education, luck. Liquids and gases make small parts. Sugar, it's impossible to count the sugar. Some food like bread, chocolate is impossible. But we are talking about, be careful, because we are talking about uncountable nouns just in English. It's a matter of English. We use quantifiers when we want to give some information about the numbers of something. Quantifiers are adjectives or phrases that serve to answer to possible questions: how many or how much. Countable nouns answer to the question for how many, and uncountable nouns answer for the question how much. Some quantifiers also are used with both. These are the ones that answer both questions. For example, such as known, some, a lot. So here is an example. So in case of countable questions that answer questions about how many, we have, I don't have many apples. Apples are countable nouns. How many lessons do you have? I have a few cups. Cups are countable. I have a lot of apples. Of course we can count apples. And by the other side, when we ask how much, we are talking about uncountable nouns, and we cannot count this case because we cannot count time. For example, I don't have much time. How much homework do you have? We cannot count the concept of homework itself. I have a little water. Water is also liquid, so we cannot count. Here we can see some examples regarding quantifiers. There are huge examples that we already see a few of them. And to close this explanation, here I propose an exercise. So the exercise consists on do the exercise below on quantifiers and click the button to check your answers. So we have here all the questions, and here are the answers. So the purpose of this exercise consists on uses correctly the quantifiers. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoy my explanation and that everything is clear for you. So see you next time.